This is the first of 3 limited edition sets dedicated to Keiichi Tsuchiya's private garage. He's featured on this beautiful box alongside his legendary Toyota AE86. This is a licensed Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno model, which became iconic thanks to Keiichi Tsuchiya. In my opinion, this is a great power build set that, as always, includes some new parts, a stylish model design, a signature showcase, and instruction sheets that actually make the building process enjoyable. It also comes with a collectible card highlighting all the collaborations, a personal autograph from the Drift King, and a serial number confirming its limited production and rarity. But if you've been following the channel, you probably remember that I built another AE86 by Power Build about a year ago in the initial D style. These 2 models have some differences in unique design elements. So check out the second video and let me know in the comments which one you like more. For now, I want to show you the new realistic side mirrors and those clean white Power Build rims. These are the kinds of details that make every new Power Build set more interesting, more unique, and more realistic. Especially this one, dedicated to Keiichi Tsuchiya's E86, the car that made him famous worldwide, and in return, he made the car itself legendary. When you look at the Toyota AE86 today, it's hard to believe it started as just a regular car, one of many in the early 80s Corolla lineup. There was no hint of legend, no plan for it to become iconic. It was a simple, lightweight, rear-wheel drive car built for everyday driving, not to change motorsport or car culture. But everything changed because of one person, Keiichi Tsuchiya. He grew up in Japan at a time when car culture was just beginning to take shape. Mountain roads, tight passes, night runs, minimal cameras, maximum freedom. And in that environment, he started driving in a way no one else did. Not just fast, but with controlled sliding. Back then, the word drift didn't even exist in the way we use it today. It wasn't a discipline, it wasn't a show. It was simply a way to go faster on narrow, technical roads by using the car's balance. Tsuchiya chose the AE86 not because it was the most powerful or the fastest, but because it was understandable. A lightweight chassis, a simple naturally aspirated 4AG engine that loved to rev and rear-wheel drive. He spent countless hours on mountain roads, refining his technique. It wasn't about speed alone, it was constant work with the car, throttle, steering, balance. He learned to hold the car in a slide, not for style, but for control and speed. And over time, that turned into a driving style that others began to notice. The turning point came with the Plus-B video. It wasn't an official release in a modern sense, more like a tape shared within a small circle, but it started to spread. People saw the E86 taking corners sideways, smoothly, precisely, quickly. It looked strange, unfamiliar, but at the same time, incredibly impressive. That was when many first realized that sliding wasn't a mistake, it could be a tool. After that, Tsuchiya was no longer seen as just a street driver, but as someone creating something new. He entered professional motorsport, but never abandoned his style. He kept drifting in places where it was considered wrong. And over time, that became his signature. That's how the Drift King was born, not as a title given in advance, but as a result of what he did. At the same time, the AE86 itself was gaining popularity. People realized it wasn't just about the driver. The car mattered too. It allowed people to learn. It didn't require huge money. It was accessible. And that's exactly why it became the foundation of a new culture. Thousands of people began to repeat what they saw, to try, to learn, to fail. And gradually, it evolved into a separate discipline, drifting. Over time, competitions appeared, rules were established, and an entire industry formed. But at the core, the idea remained the same, controlling a car in a slide. And at the center of that idea was the AE86. Even as more powerful and modern cars appeared, many kept coming back to it because it offered something hard to find in newer machines, a pure connection to driving. Another major surge in popularity came later, when the AE86 appeared in Initial D. The story of Takumi Fujiwara made the car famous far beyond Japan. And even though it's fiction, it captured the essence perfectly. It's not about power, it's about skill. Not about numbers on paper, but how you feel the car. And that brought global attention back to the E86. Today, the AE86 is more than just an old car. It's a symbol. It's valued not for specs, but for what it represents. In a world where cars are becoming more complex, heavier, and increasingly dependent on electronics, it remains simple and honest. You get exactly what you put in. No filters, no assists, no artificial control. And that's why people still build them, restore them, and create restomods. Even as original cars become rarer and more expensive, people still want to be part of that story. Because it's not just transportation, it's history. In the end, Keiichi Tsuchiya became more than just a driver. He changed how people understand car control and created drifting as we know it today, now a part of motorsport. And this limited power build set might leave its own mark in history too.